This compact device can determine whether solar panels are still usable or not in just 4 seconds. And this 300-degree hot blade is able to cleanly remove glass from solar panels. Today's on-site report focuses on new advances in technology that are making it easier than ever to reuse or recycle used solar panels.
Today's featured topic is about recycling and reusing solar panels. Renewable energy is becoming more popular each year, and this is obviously a great thing. But when it comes to solar panels themselves, they're not the easiest to recycle, right, Raja?
Well, they sure aren't, Charla. And unfortunately, the disposal of the panels is becoming a global issue. Now, here's some data released in a joint report by 2 major organizations related to the energy industry. And as solar panels that are currently in use gradually go out of service, the amount of waste generated from them globally is expected to surge from 43,500 tons per year we saw in 2016 to 1.7 million tons by 2030. Now that already over here is already a 40-fold jump, but the figure is projected to rocket up to 60 million tons by the year 2050. Now, Japan is actually said to be one of the top 3 culprits of solar panel waste, estimated to produce 6.5 million tons within the next 3 decades.
Wow, I mean, these numbers are actually quite alarming. You would think that being a leader in solar panel is a good thing, but like our title says, there really is a dark side to solar power, isn't there?
There is. The info Roger just presented is at the root of what some are calling the 2030 problem, let alone the 2050 problem, which is when there's a massive amount of waste expected to rise from solar panels. Currently, a lot of the decommissioned panels often just get shredded and dumped into the landfills. So unless we turn this process around, we're going to be facing a lot of trouble. The irony here is that in order to generate clean energy, we're making products that actually pollute the ground. So we're, in essence, we're replacing one bad thing with another.
Right, it really is ironic. Well, sometimes the best solutions are the simplest. We begin by visiting a company that's making a business out of testing used solar panels for reuse.
Hundreds of used solar panels sit awaiting testing at a large facility that uses specialized equipment to determine whether they can be sold for reuse. Instead of sunlight, a solar simulator shines powerful UV lights on the panels as sensors check their ability to generate electricity. Expert staff then analyze the detailed results and determine which panels can be used for resale. Because the inspection process is both time-consuming and labor-intensive, this machine can only test 12 panels per hour. Used panels that pass the testing process can be sold at about half the price of a brand new panel. They are often sold to factories or supermarkets who use them in large solar arrays on their rooftops. Solar simulators were originally created for testing the solar power generation performance of brand new panels. Since the system was designed for identifying even the slightest deviations in performance, it doesn't come cheap. Costing nearly $225,000, the system is extremely expensive for companies that only want to test a panel's general performance for reuse purposes.
Not only is the equipment expensive, when you factor in labor, it costs way too much. In order to help the second-hand solar market grow, we felt there needed to be a more practical and affordable way to test used panels.
Next Energy and Resources has been involved in the second-hand solar panel market since 2005. To date, it has inspected over 140,000 panels. Of those, nearly 90% were determined to be usable and resold. Based on its years of experience, the company partnered with an electronics manufacturer to create a more affordable testing device that anyone can operate. Its compact size means that solar panel testing can be done at almost any location. After connecting the cables to the electrodes on the solar panel, the test can be run simply by pushing a button. In just 4 seconds, the test is complete. A circle indicates the panel has enough production capacity to be sold for reuse, and an X that it doesn't. The new device is so simple, no training or special knowledge is needed to evaluate solar panels. Here's how it works. The device sends an electrical signal through all 3 rows of the panel. If the signal fails to reach the other side, that means at least one of the rows has suffered significant damage and that the panel is no longer sellable. If the signal successfully passes through all 3 sections and a circle appears, that means the panels have no significant damage and are likely operating at or above 80% of capacity. The new simplified testing device costs just over $7,500, a mere fraction of the price of a solar simulator. In July of 2022, this industrial waste company became the first customer to purchase the device. It realized that it could increase profits by being able to differentiate between the usable and unusable solar panels it collects for disposal.
It's so simple, anyone can use it. That means we'll be able to quickly and easily tell which panels are trash and which are worth cash.
Next Energy and Resources believes that its new product will help to increase the amount of reused solar panels in circulation, and in turn lead to a larger market with a more stable supply of panels.
By enabling waste disposal companies to easily check and sell us usable solar panels, we think we can give the second-hand solar panel market a big boost.
So this company managed to make a small portable device that's easy to use. I mean, this seems very necessary.
Yes, your show often introduces technology that's really new and cool, but one of the impediments for the technology to be adopted is the cost issue. And here, this device solves that cost issue, and it's exactly the sort of product and process we need to tackle the 2030 problem that we just mentioned. And it's not just the cost. The simplicity of the device is also important. And when I saw it, I thought, hey, I could probably do that too. The combination of cost and accessibility of devices like this should help the second-hand market to really catch on.